Hey world, this is Brian. Today I'm going to show you how to play the intro for the song Getting Into You by Relient K. So it's in the key of E, and let me just play it for you so you get an idea of what it sounds like. So, sounds pretty simple. Our hand's mostly in the same spot, but we're going to be using some fingerstyle picking with our right hand, and our left hand has to make a few kind of weird movements. So let me show you what the right hand is doing. We've got thumb on the thickest string, and then for the other four fingers we have pinky on the thinnest string, and then ring finger on the next thinnest, and so on and so forth, so that all strings are covered except for the A string, because we don't have 6 fingers, unless you do have 6 fingers, in which case this will be a little easier. So thumb is going to be covering E string and A string, and these fingers are just going to stay put on the rest of the strings. So the pattern that we're going to use for 3 parts of this little intro is going to be the same with the right hand. So let me show you what that looks like. It's going to be thumb, first finger, ring finger, middle finger, if I can play it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So all fingers being used except the pinky. Pinky just gets to hang out. And it's going to do that 3 times in this song. The last step is slightly different. I'll show you that when we get to it. Let's go back to the left hand. So we're going to be using that finger style picking with the right hand for these first 3 little chords. Excuse me. Alright, so we're going to start out with an E chord, and we're just going to play a regular E chord with that strum pattern, or the finger style pattern. That's easy. The next step, we just have to lift off our middle finger and put it down 1 string. So it's going to, instead of being here on the A string, it's going to go down to the, or up, depending upon how you think about that, to the E string. Everything else is the same. So first chord. There's a second chord. Easy. We just move our middle finger. The third step here, we just lift off our middle finger altogether, and then with our right hand, there is a slight change here. It's basically the same thing, but instead of playing with our thumb on the E string, we're going to switch up to the A string. So it's going to sound like this for this next chord. So we just came off of this chord, lift off the middle finger. Okay, so instead of playing on the with our thumb on the E string here, we've just shifted up to the A string. But everything else in that pattern is the same. So I sort of lied, but not exactly. Okay, and so the last step is the hardest part. Let me show you the left hand, how the left hand works, and then I'll show you how the right hand works. So we've got this first 3 chords. We got to do that. So after this chord here, our middle finger moves back to the E string, okay? And then our ring finger has to jump up 2 strings. It has to jump up from the D string all the way up to the B string. First finger's not going to do anything. It's not going to change its spot at all for this. So we moved middle finger down, and then we jump ring finger up 2 strings, and then our middle finger has to make another jump here. It's got to go all the way up to the G string. So we get, and then we have to lift off our middle finger, and our first finger is already there to play that note. So we get middle finger, ring finger, middle finger, first finger here. So it's really not bad, except that you just have to, your middle finger has to change strings in the middle of playing. Other than that, it's not real difficult. But let me show you the right hand now for that. So we've got this for the first 3. Okay, then we have thumb, ring finger now instead of first finger, and then middle finger, and then middle finger again. Easy. So we don't change the pattern of, thumb covering the first 2 strings and these fingers covering all the others. We just change the order that we play it in. So altogether you have this. And that's it. It's really pretty simple. So let me show you the left hand one more time at full speed. That's really the trickiest part, is just that little bit of left hand work. Other than that, it's pretty simple. And there you go. That's the intro for Getting Into You by Relient K. I hope that helps you to figure that out if you were having trouble. See you next time.